Every year, millions of tons of oyster shells are discarded, forming jagged mountains that mar our beautiful coastlines and wait centuries to naturally decompose. These rough remnants of the sea were once considered useless waste, a heavy burden on our environment that seemed to have no place in modernity. But where the world sees an environmental crisis, we see the raw potential for something extraordinary waiting to be reborn through the power of innovation. The journey begins as tons of these discarded treasures are collected and transported, marking the first step in a radical transformation from waste to luxury. Underneath the grit and grime lies a high concentration of calcium carbonate, the same building block that creates the world's most beautiful natural marbles. The shells arrive at our state-of-the-art facility, and in the Eco-Marine Lab, where the future of sustainable architecture is being forged every single day. Here, the discarded remnants of the ocean are about to undergo a high-tech metamorphosis, shifting from coastal debris into symbols of high-end architectural elegance. The purification process is intense, using high-pressure water systems to strip away every trace of salt, sand, and organic residue from the ocean floor. This deep cleaning is essential to ensure that the final material is pure, odorless, and structurally sound for the demanding world of modern construction. Once washed, the shells move forward into the sterilization phase, ensuring that all biological components are neutralized before they are integrated into the stone. Ultraviolet light floods the chamber, creating a sterile environment that eliminates 100% of bacteria, leaving behind only the pure mineral essence of the shell. This scientific approach transforms a raw, natural product into a high-performance raw material that meets the strictest standards of safety and hygiene for interiors. Every batch is meticulously checked by our specialists, ensuring that only the highest quality calcium fragments proceed to the next stage of the process. Attention to detail is paramount, as even the smallest impurity could affect the clarity and beauty of the finished marble-like slabs we aim to create. Now, the past is crushed to make way for the future as the heavy machinery begins the process of breaking down the shell's original forms. The crunching sound of calcium carbonate breaking apart signals the destruction of the old shell, preparing it to be reshaped into a new architectural masterpiece. This rain of white mineral dust is the foundation of our stone, a sustainable alternative to traditional mining that preserves our Earth's natural landscapes. The sorting process is precise, as separating the crushed shells into various grain sizes that will eventually define the unique vein patterns of the final product. By controlling the ratio of fine powder to larger fragments, we can replicate the complex geological aesthetics found in the rarest natural marble quarries. These granules are no longer just waste. They are the high-quality aggregates of a new circular economy, ready for their chemical rebirth in the lab. The pace quickens as the raw materials are prepared for the most critical phase, where science and pressure combine to mimic millions of years of geology. In the mixing chamber, the calcium particles are combined with a specialized eco-friendly bioresin, creating a thick, milky paste that will become the stone's body. This modern alchemy ensures that every inch of the material is bonded together, providing superior strength and durability far beyond that of natural limestone. The mixture is carefully poured into precision-engineered molds, taking the first physical shape of what will soon become a high-end architectural slab. Mold enters the pressing chamber. Mold enters the pressing chamber. We prepare to replicate the immense forces of the Earth's crust in a matter of minutes. A staggering 1,200 tons of pressure is applied, forcing the air out and compressing the shell particles into a dense, solid, and indestructible mass. Simultaneously, high temperatures trigger a chemical reaction that crystallizes the mixture, creating a molecular bond that mirrors the natural formation of rock. Every second under this extreme environment increases the density and resistance of the slab, ensuring it can withstand a lifetime of use in any home. This is the moment of fossilization, yet where millions of years of natural history are condensed into a single powerful moment of modern manufacturing. As the pressure is released, the transformation is complete. What was once a pile of loose shells is now a solid stone foundation for beauty. The slab emerges, rough and unrefined on the outside, but hiding a breathtaking secret within its newly formed crystalline structure. At this stage, the beauty is still hidden, buried under a layer of industrial skin that must be carefully removed to reveal the art beneath. The finishing process begins with diamond-tipped grinders that slowly shave away the outer layer, uncovering the deep, rich textures of the compressed oyster shells. Water flows constantly to cool the friction, acting as a lens that momentarily reveals the stunning patterns emerging from the heart of the stone. Stage by stage, the grinding heads become finer, smoothing the surface to a silky touch while highlighting the natural iridescence of the shell fragments. Angie, the transition is hypnotic, as the rough industrial product slowly evolves into a luxury material that rivals the most expensive marbles from Italy or Greece. Each fragment of shell acts as a tiny prism, catching and reflecting light in a way that natural stone simply cannot replicate. The facility is a symphony of motion and water, where the debris of the ocean is meticulously buffed into a state of perfection. The final polish brings out the soul of the material, a mirror-like finish that reflects the light and the high-tech surroundings of the lab. The clarity is remarkable. You are no longer looking at waste. You are looking at a gemstone of human ingenuity and environmental responsibility. Every slab is unique, carrying the organic fingerprints of the sea in a pattern that tells a story of survival, waste, and ultimate rebirth. The result is Oyster marble, a masterpiece of circular design that captures the ethereal beauty of the ocean in a form that will last forever. Architects and designers are now turning to this material as the ultimate statement of luxury that doesn't cost the earth its precious resources. In modern homes, it becomes a focal point of elegance, a durable and heat-resistant surface that brings the tranquility of the coast into the kitchen. Its waterproof and antimicrobial properties make it the perfect choice for high-end bathrooms, where luxury and functionality must exist in perfect balance. As a wall cladding, it creates an atmosphere of timeless sophistication, reflecting the light and expanding the sense of space in any architectural environment. Touch the surface and you feel the density of history, a smooth and cold texture that reminds us of the stone's powerful origins. The contrast is unbelievable. We have taken the most humble waste from the sea and elevated it to the pinnacle of architectural luxury. But this is the essence of the circular economy, where the end of one life cycle becomes the magnificent beginning of another, more beautiful journey. By choosing Oyster marble, we are not just building structures, we are building a commitment to a greener, more thoughtful future for our planet. Beautiful, sustainable, revolutionary. This is the new standard of stone, where the ocean's past meets the architecture of the future. Oyster marble, fossilized for the future. Join us in the movement to turn waste into wonder, one slab at a time.